Babies tend to have, especially newborns, tend to have reflux or some form of spit up. And so usually when they're laying on their backs, the muscle in their esophagus is pretty weak at that age.
And some people think that what I'm about to show you is proof that Ryan Anderson might actually be the father of Gypsy Rose's baby.
Ryan Anderson, the baby was leaked last night. Listen, Ryan, there's a lot of controversy. I'm gonna need you to share some baby pictures.
The girl that they were talking about on episode 3, yeah, that was me. So let's discuss it.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard and her mother, Kristy, two names synonymous with controversy, manipulation, and jaw-dropping drama, are back in the headlines. But this time, they're not the ones pointing fingers at the so-called villains of their story. Nope, the tables have turned. And now they're the ones getting dragged by the internet. Why? Because their latest attempt to play the victim card has spectacularly blown up in their faces, and the backlash is brutal. In the newest episode of Gypsy's explosive Lifetime docuseries, viewers were hit with a bombshell. Gypsy tearfully recounted an alleged stalking incident outside her parents' house. The scene was dramatic, tense music, shaky camera work, the whole production. But instead of sparking sympathy, it sparked outrage. Because here's the thing. This incident supposedly happened months ago, yet it's only now making its TV debut. And the internet? Oh, they've got thoughts. This whole mess started when Gypsy first posted about the alleged stalking on Instagram, painting herself as a traumatized target. But now that the story's been repackaged for TV, people are calling major BS. Viewers noticed glaring inconsistencies in the timeline, the reactions, and even the way the scene was staged. Instead of rallying behind Gypsy, fans are accusing her and Kristy of manufacturing drama for clout. And honestly, the evidence is hard to ignore. TikTok and Reddit are lit with memes, think pieces, and straight-up drags about how ridiculous this whole saga is. Comments like, "This feels so staged," and "Why are we still doing this?" are flooding in. Even former supporters are turning on them, saying the constant victim narrative is getting exhausting. And the wildest part? The more Gypsy and Kristy try to control the story, the more the internet tears them apart. It's a PR disaster of epic proportions. Before we continue, let me remind you to watch till the end. This story's about to get even crazier. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and drop a comment down below because it really helps out the channel. Okay, now, let's continue.
My dad and Kristy are visiting Kristy's dad in Texas, so they're out of the state right now. Last night I had called Ken and I let him know that a friend of mine let me know that one of the hater content creators on TikTok was driving up and down my street on a live stream. And she was showing the house, hoping that me, Ken, Kristy, Dad would come out and Gypsy us or whatever. And that just made me very uncomfortable. Like, I was not even, aware. Like, I was in my room, I was nesting, putting things together for, my room/nursery. And so it was really, surprising to me. Because I'm like, what happens if I would have been outside, and I'm, alone? I don't know, martial arts or anything to, protect myself, so I'm completely defenseless alone. So, I don't feel in danger, but I don't feel safe either.
You never know what people are going to do. The world is unhinged, and a lot of people out there are crazy enough to come to somebody's house and film the outside of it. It's just, you never know what's the next step, so.
Yeah. And since I'm on parole, I can't own any weapons. I could have mace.
It's okay, I got some. It's okay, I got some.
I got some mace too. But, as a pregnant person, how are you going to defend yourself? That's what I kept thinking is, if it push came to shove, what am I supposed to do?
I got you.
You wasn't there, babe.
Well, going forward. Well, Kristy's got you too.
Yeah, but my parents were actually out of state when this happened.
Right.
I was alone.
Gypsy Rose, girl, what are you doing? That's the question on everyone's lips right now, as she attempts one of the most baffling image makeovers we've ever seen. On her new show, Gypsy is spinning this narrative that she's just a helpless, pregnant victim being terrorized by some random hater content creator, claiming she can't even defend herself because, oh no, martial arts aren't her thing. Seriously. It's all part of a desperate attempt to rewrite history, shifting her persona from the girl who orchestrated her own mother's murder to this fragile, innocent soul being bullied online.
It's the shirt for me. Girl mom, shaping, guiding, empowering, future world changer. Weren't you just shaping a murder plot, guiding a man to stab your mom, and empowering yourself to get famous off it? Future world changer? Girl, you already changed someone's world. Permanently. I mean, for real, she's got some nerve to wear this shirt. Like, she's got guts. It's giving number one mom, but not to my own mom. Shaping trauma, guiding a knife, empowering a man to rot in prison for the rest of his entire being. Future world changer. You already changed an entire family tree. I mean, come on. If shaping, guiding, empowering means planning a crime, somebody gets Ted Bundy the matching hoodie. Meanwhile, Nicholas Godejohn is rotting in prison, eating mystery meat, while Gypsy is out here playing Mom of the Year. Imagine this baby one day asking, Mommy, can you tell me a bedtime story? And Gypsy's like, well, once upon a time, Nana wouldn't let me have a boyfriend, so I had to get creative. At this point, Lifetime and Netflix, Hulu, they all need to cash her out because y'all turned her murder plot into a mommy blog. I'm just saying. There's that.
But here's the kicker. It's not working. Now, let's break this down. The alleged strategy here, and let's be real, it's obvious, was that Gypsy and whoever's pulling the strings behind the scenes thought the world would buy this victim act. They figured if they painted her as this defenseless target, harassed by some faceless internet troll, the public would suddenly forget everything and start showering her with sympathy. But plot twist, nobody's buying it. Instead of rallying behind her, people are laughing. I can't defend myself? Oh, really? Because last time we checked, Gypsy wasn't exactly helpless when she plotted her own mother's murder. Let's not forget, her mom was completely at her mercy in that moment. No way to fight back, no chance to escape. That's what real danger looks like. So excuse us if we don't buy this sudden, I'm so scared act. And the internet? Oh, they're dragging her. Comments like, girl, you took a life and now you're crying about mean tweets, are flooding in. The hypocrisy is staggering. People aren't just skeptical, they're angry. Because at the end of the day, Gypsy's trying to sell a story that directly contradicts everything we already know about her.
Did you all catch the 60 minutes of lies in Gypsy Rose's show last night? You know, once a liar, always a liar. She said in her show last night that she was home when the girl drove by, that she was threatened by. Gypsy Rose's best friend, or alleged best friend, said that she was out at the store when it all happened on live, months ago, when this incident happened. Now she was at home. Did you really see the bad acting? Ken said, do you want me to come get you? She said, well, you can come get me later. Then Ken says, okay. Then he hangs up and calls back and says, shh, I think I should come get you right now. I'll be there in an hour and a half. If she was really threatened and you were really scared, you wouldn't wait. But let's be real. Someone that had their mom unalived, are they really scared of some random person? But it's also crazy for somebody to go over to someone's house and you know that they unalived their mom. I don't know which one's crazy, but I know that they both are crazy.
So where does that leave her? Stuck in a PR nightmare of her own making. Every interview, every tearful plea for sympathy is only digging her deeper into this hole. The more she plays the victim, the more the public turns against her. And at this point, it's going to take a miracle for her to ever win back the court of public opinion.
The girl that they were talking about on episode 3? Yeah, that was me. So let's discuss it. First, okay? They want to talk about how Kristy was out of the state, went visit her dad in Texas, yada, yada, yada. When the incident went down, there was a bunch of rumors flying around. And a lot of the rumors are the key rumors that are in this video. Ironic, huh? I guess we should find out who started that. Could lead to who is connected to Gypsy. Because otherwise, why are you making up rumors that are key details to what they put out on their show, right? Okay, so back to Kristy and her dad, okay? So they were saying, they were spreading rumors on TikTok that I knew Kristy's dad wasn't there, and that's why I went there, okay?
It all starts with Ivory Rose Wild, aka the Woo Woo Bestie, a creator who's been stirring the pot with some explosive claims about Gypsy Rose Blanchard. But here's the kicker. She's not just some random internet troll. Ivory insists she's deeply connected to Gypsy's world, claiming she lives right in the same Louisiana bayou where Gypsy and her family once did. And she's not holding back. Her whole platform is built on spilling local tea, sharing her own version of events, and let's be real, it's getting messy. But of course, not everyone's buying it. Enter Kristy Blanchard, Gypsy's stepmom, who wasn't having it. She went live, calling BS on Ivory's claims, saying, "Nobody around here knows this girl. If she's really from here, let her prove it." Challenge accepted. Ivory didn't just talk the talk. She walked the walk, literally. She drove straight to Gypsy's old street, live streamed the whole thing, and dropped the receipts. Now, here's the twist. Gypsy's parents weren't even home, so it's not like she was creeping around. She was just shutting down the doubters. The whole showdown went down on Ivory's TikTok under her Proof on GR playlist. Yes, it's as dramatic as it sounds. You can also catch her on YouTube under the same name, Ivory Rose Grows Wild, because you know this kind of drama deserves multiple platforms. But here's the real question. Did Ivory actually win this round? Or did she just pour gasoline on an already blazing feud? The internet split. And honestly, rightfully so.
Show me the receipts. That's what I gotta tell her, because she said she lived in the next town from me. No, she does not. She says a lot of stuff. If she does, she don't know y'all know. Like,
no one cares.
She probably don't even know what a teta is. If she don't know what a teta is, then she's not from here.
True. Good.
And I can't say it out loud what it is because I don't want to give it away. But yeah, girls wild. I've never seen this girl. I don't know who she is. I don't know who her family is. If I know her family, well, okay.
I don't know who she is, but if I know her family, okay. What? Are you fucking caveman?
What?
Doesn't make sense.
She's talking about Born on the Bayou.
Born on? Who the fuck's that?
She's some TikToker. She's on TikTok
She's talking about random people and shit?
Yeah. Say that she knows the family.
So when I went drive by down a public street to give Krusty Krab the receipts that she asked for, because she said that I did not live around here or in the Bayou community. She said that. Nobody said Rocky said that. She said that, okay? Here's the receipt on that when I went, October 15th. This is the receipt of the live. Okay, y'all. So this is a screenshot of the live recordings that are saved by TikTok. As you can see at the top at 10/15/2024, it's titled Proof, Alleged, of course, okay? So proof that I lived down the bayou, okay?
Allegedly, Gypsy and her friend Bree decided to drive past her job. A move that, let's be real, only poured gasoline on an already raging fire. But hold on, because this is where things get really messy. The internet is losing it over the bombshell claim that Kristy supposedly dared Ivory to go to Gypsy's house to prove herself. And then, plot twist, they flipped the script, making it seem like Ivory was some deranged stalker obsessed with Gypsy. Are you kidding me? It's almost like they had this whole scheme planned from the jump, trying to frame Gypsy as this perpetual victim. Except this time, it completely backfired. And guess what? This isn't even their first rodeo. Rewind to when Nina dropped the news that Gypsy and Ken had broken up. Fans were immediately suspicious because, sure enough, days later, Gypsy and Ken were spotted looking all cozy in public like nothing ever happened. So what's the deal? Some are convinced that Kristy, or maybe even Gypsy herself, set Nina up, feeding her fake inside info from so-called family sources just to make her look like a clout-chasing liar. I mean, come on. Nina swears her sources were legit, close to Gypsy, even family members. So is this all an elaborate trap to ruin Nina's credibility? The plot thickens. This is just the latest chapter in the never-ending Gypsy Rose saga. And honestly, we're all just waiting for the next twist. Will Kristy and Gypsy's mind games blow up in their faces again? Or will they somehow spin this to their advantage? I need to know what you think. Drop a comment below and tell me, is this all calculated, or is the drama just spiraling out of control?
Yes, my dog is named Aurora Grace. Okay, her birthday was yesterday. My baby girl made 10 years old yesterday. So, and I did tease Gypsy, 5 years ago when she said, oh, we like the name Aurora. And I said, oh, I said, you're gonna name your baby, whoever you have it with at that time. I mean, her and Ken were dating at that time. I said, are you gonna name your baby after my dog? And she's like, no, Mom. You know, they both like the name. And they both like, oh yeah, you Rod's mistress, my ass. You wish. Oh, Jesus.
This bat, always buy bats anytime I go to a stadium or anything like that. I love these bats. Wish I could hit somebody with this bat, especially after the first episode. I'm just joking.
So here's the tea. Gypsy claims she's had her heart set on the name Aurora since way back, but not because of the Disney princess or some celestial goddess. Nope. This name, inspired by a dog. Yep, a literal pet. Now, I don't know about you, but if I was sitting down with my partner to pick a baby name and they hit me with, hey, let's name our child after my mom's golden retriever, I'd be dialing a therapist immediately. But Gypsy, she's out here acting like this is totally normal. Girl, who are you fooling? And of course, queen of no filter. Kristy didn't hold back. When this rumor first started swirling, Kristy immediately called it out. And honestly, we stan an honest queen. Her reaction was gold, basically like, I love that you just said the quiet part out loud. Because let's be real, this whole situation is unhinged. You can't just casually name a human child after a family pet and expect people not to side-eye you. But here's the real question. If you were the guy in this scenario and your girlfriend hit you with, babe, I've dreamed of naming our baby after my mom's dog since 2019, would you, A, nod along like this is totally reasonable? Or B, slowly back away and rethink your life choices? Like, come on. This is not normal behavior at all. And just when you thought it couldn't get more insane, surprise! Gypsy's been caught in yet another lie. Shocker, right? This is the same woman who swears up and down she'd never do something, and then, like clockwork, does the exact opposite. At this point, we might as well start taking bets on what her next contradiction will be.
Saying what happened to not showing the baby on social media? Well, the baby's not born yet.
Once she is born, did nobody hear that? Once she is born, we will not post her on social media. We are going to the grocery store. I said a long time ago, I'm not gonna try to be a mommy influencer. First part I gotta talk about is this. So this is a baby bliss pillow, and they included a onesie for Aurora to go with it, so we can match. I'm not gonna try and post about her. She just did something that sounded like hi, and it was a cool, but that's just her. I mean, I'm a new mom. I'm protective of her. And there's just a lot of creeps out there. There is a level of responsibility that I have to make sure that my child is protected. I know, you told me nothing was going to make you happy too. So, I know, honey.
Gypsy, girl, make it make sense. 1 minute, she's swearing up and down that her daughter Aurora's privacy is sacred. Then, faster than you can say flip-flop, she's plastering the kid's face all over social media. Come on now. Just last month, she told People magazine, we value the privacy and safety of our daughter. Oh, but I guess that only lasted until the next wave of attention hit, huh? Classic Gypsy. Impulsive? Absolutely. Predictable? Even more so. It's like watching someone try to hold a greased-up watermelon. No matter how hard she tries to keep a grip, everything just slips right out of her hands.
So you need to remember that Ryan Anderson is willing to take Gypsy Rose back. He had said to her, no matter who the father of the baby is, we can raise the baby as a family. When Gypsy Rose left Ryan Anderson back in, I believe, March, right after she sent positive pregnancy tests to him, when asked who the father was, she said, I don't know.
Right after she left, Gypsy texted me a bunch of pregnancy tests and said she was pregnant. Okay, well, who's the father? And it could have been me or Ken at that point. So she didn't know. She was like, I don't know.
Ryan Anderson had also confirmed that they text and talk. This was while she was pregnant. I feel like GRB has kept Ryan on the back burner, and that is why he still has such strong feelings, especially against Ken Urker. Ryan was upset at the behavior and the treatment of GRB on the show. You know, I do believe some of it is scripted, but I really think Ken's attitude, that's real. GRB is still keeping Ryan on the back burner. She always seemingly has to have a backup. We saw that with Nicholas Godejohn and Dan Glidewell. We saw that with Ryan Anderson and Ken Urker. It's called triangulation, and it is a symptom of being a narcissist.
So what's really behind this sudden change? Public pressure? A craving for validation? Or just another case of Gypsy being, well, Gypsy? And let's not even start on Kristy. Love her or hate her, you gotta admit, she's pure entertainment. The lies, the dramatics, the mistress my ass the delivery. I mean, chef's kiss. But let's keep it a buck. She knew exactly what was up with Gypsy's whole I can't walk act. Please. You expect us to believe she had no idea? Nah, she played along because, let's be real, the money and the fame were right there. And hey, no judgment. Get your bag, sis. But don't sit here acting like it was all out of the kindness of your heart. At least now she's calling Gypsy out on her mess, and honestly, we're living for it. That accent, that attitude, that zero F's given energy, iconic. But Kristy, babe, maybe next time lead with honesty before the checks clear. What do you think? Is Gypsy just struggling to find her footing, or is this another case of her rewriting the script as she goes? And Kristy, savvy businesswoman or full-time enabler? Sound off in the comments, because this drama is far from over.
Driving up and down? Excuse me? Do you realize that, like you said, it was live, right? It was recorded. I have the entire live on my TikTok. And then other people recorded it and posted it. So it is so easy to see that you're foolish on that another detail. Driving up and down. I will insert the clip of that live, okay? So that y'all can see for yourself the live that they're referring to. But no, I was not driving up and down. What I did was I went down the street, turned around because I passed up the house, and came back up and went to the stop sign and left. Foolish again. God damn, Gypsy production and Kristy, because you're the main reason this is even happening. And we're going to get to that. On live, started my car up, and we're going on a field trip. Because I'm so tired of them acting like I don't know the or I'm not from here, or I don't have connections here. I'm y'all right now. She just doesn't want y'all to listen to what I'm saying because it would blow their story out of the water. All the history here, everybody knows who these people are. And not for nothing good. I'm talking about they knew who they were before all this chip shit was going down. Kristy don't have a good reputation here at all. At all. So she's spinning it around to everybody like everyone in her family loves them. Not true. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it, y'all. I appreciate it. I'm about to show y'all. I'm so shit. Okay, we about to pull up near the Capital One. Oh, look at the McDonald's. I bet you Gypsy shit goes there all the time. All the time.
Oh, and you better subscribe and smash that notification bell, because trust me, this story's about to get even messier, and you do not want to miss what happens next. Buckle up, babes. It's about to be a wild ride.